Hello, everyone. Hopefully you're killing it in the markets today. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. And today we're going to go over a uranium technical update. You guys, if you're interested in undervalued investment opportunities, click subscribe. Give me the thumbs up button for this content. It helps me out with the algorithms. And again, this is only financial education, not financial advice. So let's jump in. We're going to go straight into charting. That's how I like to do it. I don't like these big, long introductions. So let's jump right in and get my opinion. So this is going to be uranium. We're going to start with North Shore Global Uranium Mining ETF. I drew it in using this guy here, contacting this point, coming on up, and we could be below kind of this trend line here. It really depends how you kind of manipulate this line. But what I see is I see small contraction up days here. I have not seen the buyers step in. We've got big volumes on the sell-off days, small volumes on the up days. I'm being patient here. I think that there could be sellers lurking out here that could drive this thing lower. And I am being patient. Again, I've already established my main positions. I'm a long-term investor, and I am holding off on putting new money into the market in this sector right now. If I'm not in this sector at all, you could slowly cost average in. That's up to you. Here's CCJ, Camco. I drew it contacting all these lines through here. I think this wants to go lower. I do not see the buyers stepping in mass. I see a large bearish engulfing, a large sell-off, weak buying pressure up. The volume is indicating that. Another larger sell-off down. And I still think there's some sellers lurking out there where this thing could come back and pull back more. Denison Mines, it's right at its trend line. It did kind of step back down and kind of kiss this line almost. So we'll see what happens. But overall, I want to see if the buyers step in. I see a declining volume coming down here. So if you were to just you can do this, since I haven't really shown you guys. I kind of just look at it and I don't physically represent it. See the decline there in that volume? So as this stock is going up, the volume is declining. And usually that signals that it's getting tired and wants to rest and do a consolidation pullback period. So I'm being patient here. We've got Next Gen Energy. Again, we're kind of just sitting right here at this trend line. I do not see buyers stepping in yet. We have this big momentum that came down. It's like it's fighting its way to try to hold this line. I think it may pull back here and break down, but we'll see. I don't want to put that in your mind yet. I'm looking more from a downside perspective than an upside perspective. That's what I'm looking at this moment. Same with Fission. We broke to the downside. We came down. This is a nice hammer pattern. It's on lower. The volumes are not super huge here. They're okay. And I'm looking for this to go down a little more. You can kind of see the volume tapering off just a little bit. I still think we're going to come and break this line at any second now. So I'm being patient here. I'm not selling anything. I'm just holding on, and I'm looking more from a downside perspective. The reason I'm saying that is I'm looking at all these through here: bearish piercing, bearish engulfing, coming up, bearish engulfing, bigger down day, small up days, big down day. There's no buyers here, guys. It seems tired. It seems like it wants to go down. I could be wrong. The buyers could step in here in any second. I just haven't seen it yet. I don't see evidence of it. So I'm looking more from a bearish perspective here. UEC, again, we broke through this downtrend line or uptrend line. I've seen a big bearish engulfing coming on down. The buyers are not stepping in here yet. If they were, they would have stepped in right here. I don't see it. No volume, no buying. I think lower. URG, we got bigger volumes over here and they're kind of declining. We're right here at the trend line. Looks like we're putting in a kind of a bigger down day. I think I'd look, again, bearish from a bearish perspective. UROY, I think this is going to go lower here. We came on up. We've got a wick at the top. Momentum's going down. It opened up and finished lower. It is a bearish engulfing pattern. I think it's going to head down more. I would be patient. Encore Energy, it does look good that it went up, but we do have a wick at the top. So it seems like the natural move is down, not up. So there are sellers out there. They're lurking. And I don't know if it's ready yet. And again, these could go up just as easily, but I'm looking at it from a bearish perspective. I haven't seen the buyer step in yet. Same with Fission Uranium or Fission 3.0. It's just kind of moving sideways. Not much to really say here. Pure Point Uranium, it's still holding its trend line. This one's got a little bit of fight in it, but the overall other companies they don't look as good. So I'm being patient. Canalaska broke to the downside. We've got a nice big down days through here and 2 small up days. I think this is going to head lower. The volume's not there for the up days. I'm looking at it like it's going to pull back some more. Sky Harbor's pulling back, getting bearish. Global Atomic, again, the big down day with the 2 small up days. I think there's still some sellers lurking around here. So there's no buyers here, guys. I don't see the buyers stepping in. They're not pushing this higher. It's kind of just meandering lower. Deep Yellow, again, just by knowing what the overall sector looks like, I'm going to be patient. Bannerman, not much to really say here. It's just kind of chugging sideways. Forces Metals, the same thing. It seems like the African Namibia countries are kind of just moving sideways at the moment. Forum Energy Metals up in Canada, moving sideways. Kind of a larger down day here. I'm not doing much of anything. The volume is it's really low in here. Base load, we are above its, we did break out to the upside, and we're just sitting on top of this trend line, which is good. Not a bad spot to get a little bit of it. Standard Uranium, small little updates. Where are the buyers, guys? I think lower to sideways. Sideways to lower, I should say. Lightbridge, knowing, this broke to the upside. It's not too bad. This is probably one that looks better than the majority of the other ones. Centrus looks pretty good. It broke to the upside, and it's been doing okay. And then Boss Energy broke to the downside. I'd just be sitting and waiting for a better entry point, or just what I don't see. I see large down days and small little up days, and usually what that means is that the buyer strength isn't there, the volume isn't there. So I'm reluctant to just keep adding into this if I see weakness. And I see larger momentum to the downside, not much oomph to the upside. I'll let you guys know when this changes. I mean, first thing I see, if I start to see signs of it, I'll let you know. But what I see is more weakness. I don't see more strength. I see more weakness based off of the patterns that are creating, the patterns that are created from the candlesticks. With a big down day and then small little up days coming up, it means that there's more momentum to the downside and it hasn't worked its way out. There's still more sellers out there, and the buyers haven't stepped in. So I'm being patient. I'm gonna wait to add. If you guys like this content, give me a thumbs up. Let me know your comments or questions that you have below. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.